The whole recycling model is complete bullshit. 91% of plastic is not being recycled to be put in our landfills, in our oceans, incinerated, or being mismanaged. That mismanaged plastic is making its way into our brains, our bloodstream, and our baby's umbilical cords, our reproductive organs. It is for real our problem now. This is the first unbleached diaper on the market. It's the very first one. So if you look at it, it's not white. See, so all the diapers are white, and they're like, the diaper companies are white equals clean, bleach equals clean. And we're like, no. Nature. Baby diapers are so unregulated. And so because of that, literally these big diaper companies put that line there to make parents feel guilty to change the diapers faster. Versus what we're doing at HIRO, which I'm so proud of, is that we're teaching parents elimination communication, which is teaching parents how to get your baby out of diapers in between 12 to 18 months instead of 3, 4, 5 years. I would say my best friend's my twin sister. Yeah. She's
just
like my everything.
Oh
my God. She's my greatest inspiration. Sometimes we're just like, I hate everyone except for you. You know, you have like that moment where you're just like, no one understands me, not one person except for you. There's this like feeling of just being seen. And I think like the best of friends.
I'm not gonna cry.
No. Yeah.
I'm here with Miki, which is actually her name. And we love that. Miki and Mo. Oh, new podcast? Anyone?
I mean, yeah, it's a TV show, Mo and Miki, or Miki and Mo. Yeah, it's
love
great.
it. Entrepreneur, mom, trailblazer. It's funny because when I introduce people, I'm actually so curious. Like, this is a weird intro, but like, how would you order like your identity labels? You know, people spout off in author, and like if you were like saying it to someone.
Yeah, I'm Mama.
Mama, me too.
And creative entrepreneur. And you know, likes looking at categories that need to be shifted. Just like, I guess, like asking the question, is there a better way?
Yeah.
And then doing something about it.
I'm trying to think of what that would be called as a person. A curious doer, a high agency curious.
And harnessing creativity and innovation to solve the challenges that I see. Yeah.
So you're known for just tackling. It's funny for me to say the word taboo because poop and periods like really just mainstream in my life. Potty training my third, but you tackle uncozy topics for people. I think as a sister, as a kindred spirit of someone who loves making people uncomfortable so that they feel something. Have you always been that way? Like what kind of formed that courage in you?
I mean, I think just being just general, like, just unfiltered. I think I grew up, you know, half Japanese, half Indian with an identical twin sister who was like my sidekick, my ride or die, my best friend. And I have a third sister who's 11 months older, also 3 of us. We're Irish triplets. She's 11 months older than us.
Parents.
3 sisters, no help, you know. And just, you know, learn to question everything growing up and just like questioning the status quo. It's like, is this the best way? Is this the only way? And there's a Japanese perspective, the Indian perspective, the French perspective. There's so many perspectives that I got to not fit into like a single, this is the way it is.
Yeah.
And so because of that, just got to question. And it's just like, it's really awesome to be able to say, no, I don't agree.
Yeah.
You know, don't agree, but not just I don't agree, but here's an idea of a way forward that's even
bring
better.
A solution instead of a problem.
Bring a solution. Yeah. Exactly. My favorite employees are the ones who bring solutions to problems. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you have tried to parent that way? Because I'm learning that curiosity has to be extremely nurtured.
Yeah. I mean, I have my son, before he gets to like watch Saturday cartoons, he has to make me 3 inventions and a haiku and a song.
I love it.
And he has to present them to me. So like, and sometimes I had him do it for years, like, you know, like multiple times a week. He's made me over 300 inventions. And he's just, he you know, he won the most creative kid award in his grade. And he literally, like, kids, as you know, I didn't know, but they just listen to everything.
Yeah.
For better or worse, are just hearing. It's like my son's like reading a book and then I'm talking to someone and he just
chimes in.
He chimes in.
Of course.
And you're just like, what? You're listening to that? It's just there. So you're like, shoot, I gotta check myself, you know? And so, I just feel like there's always the I was given the rope to be able to question everything. And I think that translated to, really? Is this the best way to manage my period?
Totally.
Is this the best way to eat pizza or eat food, our favorite comfort food?
Yeah.
Is this the best way to go to the toilet? Are you kidding me? We're chopping down 15 million trees per year. That literally the being that gives us oxygen and that takes in carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and transforms into oxygen, like the most miraculous technologist of our time.
Yeah.
And we literally chop them up and wipe our butts with them. It's fucking crazy
It's
when you
also
really
just,
think
such
about
an
it.
insult to Mother
It's
Nature.
the most insulting. It's like how much more insulting. Here she is giving and giving, and we literally chop it to wipe our. I'm just like, when you sit with that for a second, you're just like, oof.
I feel that way about tampons, which is why I'm like, never again.
Tampons literally are full of bleach, which have dioxins. That part of your body is the most absorbent part of your body.
Totally, as it should be.
Exactly. And even pads that are full of bleach. I mean, fast forward to starting HIRO, my newest diaper company. We're the only unbleached diaper in the market.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
I tried to go bougie, but they
those bougie diapers.
I wasn't going to say that.
Those bougie diapers are like 50% more plastic. No, have 50% more plastic, more bleach. The reason why they perform so well is because they have 50% more plastic than the average conventional diaper, and so because of that, versus, anyways, I'm kind of bouncing around, but. Really, to kind of like start from, the first project I worked on was, a restaurant. I created New York City's first gluten-free.
We're a gluten-free household, so
pizza restaurant.
You have my heart.
And yesterday we celebrate our 20-year anniversary.
It's wild.
At Wild, which is wild.
Which is wild.
And then
I wish I was there.
I know.
Gluten-free household. I'm true. Like I mean
bummed.
This. It's never something I thought about. My family was gluten-free before it was cool, and
totally. I've been literally started gluten-free restaurant 20 years ago.
Yeah,
people didn't even know. Like people came to a restaurant and would sob their eyes out, being like, "I haven't eaten pizza in 20 years."
And
they would like
that to people.
And they would like eat pizza. People would fall in love. I mean, gluten-free, like celiac couples would come in and they would fall in love. Like their first dates at my restaurant. Like it was very cool. And so we still have it. It's like 20 years later.
Yeah.
Like John Bon Jovi, Paul McCartney, Meryl Streep, they like love it. Yeah. And then I started THINX, the period proof underwear, which, has helped millions of women period better.
I can't even imagine life before that. I'm so sad for like my junior high self that didn't have that. I like grieve for her. I'm like, she went to school stressed. No, so stressed.
Every month, I'm like, oh my god, I don't. What did we do? What have we done? And so it was my first time having a period every month. I was just like, it was a shock every month. And so finally, when just created a pair of underwear that was like that actually supported you on your period was
that an uphill battle, like for investment and that kind of stuff?
Oh yeah, it was
because I can imagine people like, I'm not touching that.
Well, today only 2% of women are still getting invested in today. So talk about 15 years ago when people were like, la la la, should I talk to my wife about it? Why are you talking to me about it?
Oh my god.
And so I would
like feel my blood
I
pressure.
know. No, I literally would just be like, and I would eventually I would have men put a tampon on and go into the bathroom and not put a tampon, put a tampon in your asshole. I said,
like, damn girl, you have power.
Sorry, I said, go put a pad on and come outside. Go put a pad on in the bathroom and come outside. Now I want you to sit down, stand up. I got to dom the man for a second. Just be like, sit down, stand up. Now sit down again, cross your leg. Now stand up again. Yeah. And they'd be like, geez, and they'd be like wedging, and it was horrible. And they were just like, wow, this is what you have to deal with.
Yes.
There was no other way. And so I actually didn't raise any money. I raised $0 for 6 months. And then we entered a competition. We did Kickstarter. Mm-hmm. We raised like $65K on Kickstarter. And then we, entered a couple competitions, won a couple competitions, and just cobbled together enough funds to make our first, and our third friend, Antonia, to make our first, 3,000 units. Yeah. And then to,
which is a huge deal. I remember that first package when I got my hat.
Totally.
It's just like love that. Visceral. Like, pull it out. And you said, I thought of this in my head and now I'm holding it and there's no other feeling.
It was
besides holding your baby, but you also pictured that in your head and then are holding it.
Totally.
So it's the same thing.
It was a moment. I'll never forget my favorite moment was people are like, period underwear, like from the periodic days, haha, like mid like.
You can't even like do these with me because I get so mad.
I'm just like, oh my god. And so I remember I was in Williamsburg and I was walking down the street. and I ran into my friend Sham. I'll never forget this. And he had his 2 cousins who were visiting from India, these 2 girls. And Sham was like, oh, tell my 2 cousins from India about your company, THINX. And I was like, okay. Like, and I'm kind of getting ready to like receive like curious, like kind of interesting, you know? But these 2 Indian women, I was like, yeah, I started underwear for a women's period. And they were like, wait a minute. I'm Indian. I could do that.
I know.
I could do it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'm half Mexican and I really pull that lever all the time. I got you.
They're like, wait a minute, hold on. And they pull out their phones and they're both on their WhatsApp threads and show me that they're talking about things with all their girlfriends.
Okay. Oh, I got chills because that moment where you feel the validation of like, wait, I'm doing something.
It's kind of like when it's like I picture like a musician like busking in the subway, like singing their heart out, a song that they came up with and people throwing quarters at them and just whatever. And then they walk out of the subway and they hear someone singing their song. It's like that moment.
I have one. I know it. It's like
you
can't
know?
even explain it to someone.
Yeah.
I got off a plane in Seattle and this little kid comes bumbling towards me wearing a kinship hat. And I'm like, but this isn't my home. And that I don't know you and I didn't send this to you. And you're just in the wild. And
exactly, in the wild. I just saw someone with a baby, the HIRO diaper on in the wild.
Yes.
Yeah, it was such a moment. And it's everyone. And then people, of course, with Tushy, they're like, oh, I got a bidet from a Tushy bidet from my friend for Christmas and it's changed my life. And, you know, there's this such a deep feeling of like, oh, wow, like we are in service and it's working and people care and it's liberating them in many different ways. And so, then I sold THINX to a big company, and then I started TUSHY, the bidet company. I did have, like really experienced my first attempt at, people wanting to take you down when you build something of value.
Yeah, I mean, I read it, I saw it.
It was such a painful time. And
I was going to say, like, how did that, I know for me, like, and I actually feel like we're really similar. I'm like abandoned and I just move through the world like chaotically.
Authentically.
Yeah. But authenticity is quite chaotic. I think I would feel, I gotta rein it in.
Yeah. No. Authenticity can be
my
chaotic.
version is quite chaotic.
Well, I think it's just range. You have range.
Range and depth and texture.
Let's rebrand it from chaotic to range. I got range.
I have texture too.
Yeah, range and texture.
Yeah,
because
I was even looking at those. I was like, is that texture real? I think that's how I feel today. Like I look like I have texture, but like I'm kind of flat. But I think that would make me like go inward. Like So if someone's gonna say that authenticity is dangerous, I think I would go quite inward. And it's never happened to me. I mean, cancel culture is a thing, and I understand it, but I think it would be quite damaging to my neural pathways. And I'm curious how you recovered from
it's interesting because I grew up never being bullied before because I'm a twin. Yeah, identical twin, played sports, was smart, like whatever. Like so experiencing like this sort of like what felt very unfair was like a bullying tactic, but was the greatest gift of my life in the end because I got to really expand my emotional capacity and learn like what it feels like to be, in the depths of feeling misunderstood, like what that feels like. So if someone else feels that, I can meet them there now.
100%.
Or if someone feels betrayed, like I know what that feels like now. Yeah. And if someone feels elated, I can meet them there now too. So it's just like my emotional capacity expanded. And so in that process of going through, it was painful and it was challenging. I learned so much about myself. I expanded my emotional capacity. Yeah. I got to then serve so many of my friends who are founders or going through similar things because now I have experience in handling this kind of crazy shit. I was pregnant at the time when all that crazy stuff went down. So it was a very, very hard time for me and very painful. I went through 4 years of trauma therapy.
I was going to say it.
Yeah. Somatic therapy, trauma coaching. Like my coach would be like, do you want to stay in the weeds or do you want to go back to your dreams? Because sometimes I'd be like, but and I would be so upset because I'm just like, how could these fucking people say all these things without actually fact check? Like, how? And
you're vulnerable when you're in power. I mean,
there's the target on your back is big. And so I learned that. And so when I built TUSHY, I was quiet. I brought in a white male CEO. I was like, all right, want to play ball in the patriarchy? Let's fucking play ball. I'll control the company. I'll own most of the company, but I'm going to put white males in place and let's play ball. And
there's like such a beauty and a devastation to that because it's almost like it's counter to what probably feels natural to be the one in charge and the one with the title.
Yeah, but the beautiful thing was at the time I had my son, I think the goddess like gifted me this period of time to really witness my baby's like first step, first crawl, first time like grabbing something, first time turning over, first time picking up his head. Like I really got to be there for his first year of his life in a way that was so I would never have had I stayed in
I was gonna ask,
the seat like of leader.
It's
of
like
the,
divine timing.
It was divine. And so like if you allow and let go of the white knuckle, and I call like, you know, like open palm love.
Yeah.
Like love is when you get to open your palm, even when sometimes you're grasping, you want to control.
Yeah.
It's when you open the palm and release control is when most of the lessons come.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I remember it was like, and this like then, you know, goes into the next, you know, starting Tushy and then now next HIRO. But I remember I was like naked in my bed, like crying in my pillow when all this crazy stuff, all this chaos was happening around me. And I was like, why? Why is this happening? Like, I'm here to support women, liberate women's periods. Like, I'm not perfect human. I'm imperfect by design, like all of us.
I mean,
I'm not
you probably
gonna
ran
have
the
good
script
days
in your head so many times.
I'm going to have good days and bad days. I'm not a perfect leader. I'm going to be, you know, mad sometimes. I'm not going to be perfect, but what is this about? And I remember in that moment, like having this like out of body experience of becoming like a being, observing myself crying in my pillow, like this like third party, you know?
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, like I'm in my body, but I'm observing myself at the same time. This
I like
third
pray
party.
that happens to everyone going through.
Yeah.
I really do, because it's
one of the greatest gifts. Yes. And I'm just like, oh, wow. And in that moment, I was like, oh my God, I get to feel the depths of despair. I get to feel the depths of being misunderstood. I get to feel what it feels like to be so hurt, you know, in this one short and precious life, you know, like the famous poem, like, or like the quote, like, I want to skid to death's door sideways, not in a well-preserved body, thoroughly used up, loudly proclaiming, wow, what a life.
Yeah.
You know?
It's just that other stroke of texture is just added to your canvas.
Versus like, I'm going to live in the safe thing with it and not say anything, not do anything, and not go against the culture.
My literal pet peeve.
It's like, just say your truth. Be in your heart and say your truth. And I think, you know, what I learned was that when you move too quickly, when I was moving too quickly at my company, and I forgive myself because we were holding on for dear life. We were hockey stick growth. We grew so quickly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. And it was just like, you're sleepless, you're making tough calls. You're just constantly just going, like, do you do?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, there are also people on the other side of that. And sometimes if you're not, you know, not experienced to like, how do you handle all the people, all the speed, there's so much happening around you. Like
some seen, some unseen.
That's the piece that I can really look at and say, okay, how can I slow down when things are moving really quickly?
Yeah.
But then also say like, you know, my hair is not blue. You're going to call my hair blue, but I know my hair is not blue.
Right.
And I had to learn how to just like know myself in moments of like people trying to tell me my hair is blue.
Yeah.
And so I think in those moments, like I learned a lot about myself. I did go very inward, and I did not really do a lot of being the face of Tushy for a while.
Yeah.
I brought, you know, like I said, a CEO and like leaders.
He's still in the seat.
Different. He was in the seat for 8 years, and then I made my
when I said the seat, and all of a sudden I pictured him sitting on a
toilet. I know. My first, I brought my first employee, made him my co-founder, and now he's our CEO as well, and he deserves the role, and he has really put in the time, and he knows the business really well. That taught me how to move slower in times of real pain, because
it's like thoughtfully slow. It's not glacial. It's like
exactly. So then I built Tushy, and then, you know, it scaled again. Like we have millions of very happy customers. Saved 10 million
I need
trees.
to be converted at some point, but that can be off mic.
I mean, okay, if a bird pooped on your arm, would you take a piece of dry paper and wipe it off, or would you wash it off?
I would truly find whatever's closest, but
but then
probably be like my son.
Would you call yourself clean if your toilet?
No, you're right.
Right. And so like right now we're wiping our butts and sitting on fecal matter, and if you're you're a woman, that creeps up to your vaginal canal, which is what is
It's
the thing that
probably
promotes chronic UTIs,
Yeah.
hemorrhoids, fissures, itching, bacterial vaginosis. You use wet wipes that literally causes chronic
Well, that just
itching
throws your
and
pH, so
and throws your pH, and it literally like creates micro lacerations. So then it causes anal fissures, which you have to get anal fissure operations. Like since wet wipes came to be, anal fissure operations have been skyrocketing, which is
Yeah.
insane because it's just cutting your skin. You're supposed to be just using water. That's
Yeah.
it to clean yourself. It's pretty straight. Use water for everything else in your life, and yet we're being now taught and indoctrinated to cut down trees, the thing that gives us life, to then wipe our butts. It just doesn't compute. It's
But
time to change
I
that.
think what is missing from so many people just aren't having these conversations because saying certain words are uncozy, like we just said.
Yeah.
And I think you've really nailed down those pillars of like, do people want it? And then how do we, so okay, we validated people want this. Now how do we talk about it? And I know the language you use is like you're texting your best friend.
Right.
So if I stay on that for one moment,
Yeah.
this is random, but tell me, because I think it will give me so much insight into you. Tell me about your best friend first.
I mean, well, first I have a few, but I would say my best friend's my twin sister. She's
Just like tell
my
me about her for a
everything.
minute. Like I just kind of want to.
Oh my God, she's my greatest inspiration. She started Daybreaker, the early morning dance movement. It's like when both of us sometimes we're just like, I hate everyone except for you. You know, you have like that moment where you're just like, no one understands me, not one person except for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it just, there's this like feeling of just being seen. And I think like the best of friends,
I'm not gonna cry.
allows you to be like so seen and so.
But like a sibling and a best friend layer?
You get it. You get it with your brother. I can't imagine that pain and the feeling of loss. Like I pray on my altar every day for my sisters and my family, my other sister, my 11-month-old sister too, and all our children, and everyone's like the, you know, the well-being and the safety, and that we will all live long lives together. My twin sister and I, we say to each other when we're like 130 and we're both just like, you know, we're done and everyone else is dead and everyone else is just shriveled up. We literally are like, we're going to do a theatrical killing of ourselves.
Yourself in fungi. I know you do.
No, we're going to do a full art exhibit. We're going to, we're going to put ourselves in human cannons.
Yeah, you are.
And we're going to shoot ourselves out. And as we're flying in the air, because in case you land in a burning building, you're going to like die of burning, because we're going to die inside the burning building. Can you want to do kind of like a burning effigy? Instead, before we land
Not
in the fire,
at all.
we shoot each other in the head.
You're so not dramatic.
Just as an art exhibit, I can see it. Like it'll be forever.
I just picture both of you going back and forth, like
what
adding a detail that is just like one upping.
It's like, okay, wait, hold on. But what if you have the gun and it slips? You have to tape the gun to. But what if you? We're gonna come out of the thing into the effigy, but we don't want to burn to death. But there needs to be a layer.
But
between,
like, so be it. Honestly, at that point,
I know we're like everyone else because we're gonna be two little Asian ladies. We always talk. We always say to each other like, can we just go on like an Asian lady walk together? Asian old lady walk. So we like go to like the track, you know, and like
with your little like with Reebok socks.
Yeah, with our Velcro, with our socks and sandals or whatever, and then we like just arm in arm like two old ladies. We just walk slowly around the track, and then we just talk.
It's the dream, though. Truly, I mean it.
And it's like no one can understand. No one. And we could just look at each other, and she's like, I know exactly what you're thinking. Like, don't fucking play a player. Like, don't play me, girl. Like, and so and what's so beautiful about that is I really think that is what, and I'm sure for you too with your brother, it's like allowed you to be so authentically you.
Yes.
And so like
there's such a permission.
There's some permission to be you. And then if you're trying to be someone else, they're like, who are you trying to be? Like, why are you trying to act like? Why are you acting like that?
Yeah.
You know, and you're like,
those gut checks. Like, I can't even describe how much I miss. Sis, what are you? What the fuck are you doing?
Exactly.
That just like that gut check. Like, oh, you're right. Do it. Don't do it. Like whatever it was, or these frantic phone calls. Hey, sis. I know you have 2 minutes before your meeting. You're just beautiful. Okay, you know that, right? You got this. Okay,
what's your favorite thing about your brother?
He was just so. He was just so okay living so loudly. He took up a lot of space and was really comfortable with that. He's just like he ruffled people's feathers by nature.
Oh.
And said the hard thing and broke the script, like we talked about, like, and moved through life in that way. And then was just so silently generous. Like, we didn't know till after he had died that, like, he was, like, just, like, what he donated to. It's just, like, he didn't need to be loud about that. He was loud about just, like, the right things in the world. I just think he lived to protect me. And I, like, now I get to be here with you, and that's the beauty of life in that way.
Yeah, I really, like, I can't imagine.
Yeah.
I can't imagine that rite of passage. It's a
And
big
you
one.
won't have to. I know that I'm manifesting.
Yeah, I know. And so one thing I'm sure for you, just like for me, when, that changed my life was having a kid and having HIRO. And, and
HIRO's such a good name, by the way.
Yeah, HIRO means
I was starting to run out of names, but I'm like, it wasn't even on my list.
Yeah, HIRO, it's very Japanese. It's like John in Japan, really, but whatever, yeah. But in America, it's like, oh, you're HIRO? Like, which? Oh, cool, I'm HIRO. I was like, I'm gonna make you like such a like hot dude, just like, hey, I'm HIRO.
Cute old man, hot guy name.
Yeah.
Those were my two. You have to check both boxes.
And he's got his long hair. Hi, I'm HIRO.
Yeah. Wow, that checks both boxes.
All my girlfriends are like, HIRO's hot. Like they.
I have a shepherd, and then like old man Shep, but like surfer Shep.
Totally.
Like you have to do both.
Totally. No, people. Yeah, he's really. He's cool. He's a cool kid.
Huh?
Yeah, and he really inspired the idea for HIRO. Like when obviously when he was born, it's like the greatest joy, but then also the recognition of the amount of waste. Like literally, I discovered that every baby goes to up to 6,000 diapers that take 400 to 500 years to break down. All of your diapers are still in a landfill. All of my diapers are still in a landfill.
Sorry, Mother Earth.
I know. Sorry, Mother. Like we didn't know, and that wasn't our choice. But
I tried to do cloth diapers.
I did too.
I was in a San Francisco shared like I'm like, I'm so sorry, everyone.
After a month, I couldn't do it. After a month, I was just like, I washed and washed. I was recovering from C-section. I was like, this is
C-section, all three.
Tenable. Yeah. Not tenable. You can't do it. Yeah. And so we all try. And that's the thing. It's interesting. It's like between 40 and 50% of people try, and then literally 2% continue, because it's so, unless you're like truly, 66% of women or mothers are primary or co-breadwinners now.
Right.
And so because of that, it's like, what are you going to go to work and then come home and wash it up? It's just like, how are you going to do it all? It's too impossibly hard. And so I had to switch to, I tried the whole bamboo diaper thing. So greenwashed. It's all bleached. It's all full of toxins. The bamboo is actually 1 degree. It's like basically 1 degree from plastic.
It's
the
good
same.
Marketing.
It's just good marketing.
Who want to do
it takes
right.
hundreds of years to break down still, and and they don't work. They're greenwashed.
Yeah, I know.
And so I had to
learn the hard way.
I know, and I tried all the eco diapers. They just didn't work, and so I had to go back to conventional diapers because I wanted the best performance, not blowouts. Right. And so it was interesting because I remember like the day that this idea like downloaded in, and this is like why I truly believe in like nature consciousness, and how if we really, really tune into nature in a fully present way, miracles actually happen.
1,000%.
And everyone who's listening who's experienced that knows it's true.
I'm like, if you haven't had an epiphany by staring at a root system, then like
yes.
Come to life.
Yes. And so,
but you can't force it on people. I've realized
it's true. You have to experience it, and it happens. And you don't need psychedelics. It can just it just happens with your breath, and your presence.
Yeah.
And so on a day where I was just like, I started taking what I call Friday thinking days, where I don't take any calls or meetings on Fridays.
Yeah.
I just literally allow for creative ideas. It's not a day off. It's a day to allow for creative ideas to download.
Right.
And on a particular thinking day, I was like, looking at a tree, and I was like, oh my God, wait a minute. Breast milk is considered liquid gold. And so therefore baby poop must be fertilizer gold.
Done.
Like, obvi. And it's yellow. It's gold. I mean, the poop
literal.
It's literal. Like, it's yellow poop. It's golden poop before it eats. The baby starts to eat.
I
as you know, before they start to eat solids, all the poop is golden poop.
Yeah.
And we're wrapping billions of that in plastic and throwing in the trash.
Yeah.
Right? And not harnessing it for good.
I think I would start rapidly searching, does this exist? This has to exist.
Right. So then I was just like, oh my God, what if when the baby poops in the diaper, it can trigger something to be fertilized by the baby's poop and maybe break the diaper down, eat the diaper? What could that be?
What about pee though?
Pee works too.
Okay, pee works too.
Yeah, because it's ultimately it's moisture.
Yeah.
And pee also has a lot of nutrients too.
Yeah.
And so as I was like, wait a minute, when a baby poops in the diaper, what could grow? What could eat plastic? What could eat plastic? As I was asking myself this question, my son Hiro, at 2 years old, comes running into my
I have one of
room,
those with the best.
points to a book in my nightstand while saying Pachamama, which means Mother Earth. He goes,
Mm,
Pachamama, Pachamama. And I look, and there's this book in my nightstand called Pacha's Pajamas. He's 2, he can't read.
yeah.
But this book was given to me like a year and a half prior to conference that usually ends up in your bookshelf downstairs.
Yeah.
But it made its way upstairs to my bedroom nightstand on a thinking day when I was like, what could break down plastic? He comes running and it says Pachamama. I pull
No
out
wonder
this
you named
book
it after him. Obviously, it's
and it
his
says
idea.
fungi can break down plastic.
Yes.
It was his idea. It was his download that he pointed to the answer.
And then you got to be the vessel
And I got to be the
because
steward.
you're curious, because you're present. It wouldn't have worked if you were rushing. None of everything had to be that
present.
way. And that's just so cool.
It was such a moment of recognition and reverence of like present with nature, with the children, with
The
just like
playfulness.
with the playful and just being present.
Right.
Like we're so here in the past or in the future.
Yeah.
We're not present. We forgot. Like I teach my son like every day. I'm like, eye contact me for 5
Yes,
seconds, 10 seconds,
yes.
20 seconds, 30 seconds. We've gotten to like 120 seconds where you can
Yes.
just hold my face and hold my gaze
Yes.
for 2 minutes. And that's a
Yeah.
lot for an 8-year-old, you know? And so like, but to learn how to be present is so hard in this world of iPhones
Totally.
and this and you know, and it's so hard. So then when I discovered, oh my God, fungi that can break down plastic, it was like a true ding, ding, ding. It was like a ding.
Yes.
I thought like I heard a ding, ding, ding. You know, it was
Yeah.
like a moment. And then over the next 4.5 years, we brought together like, I call them the Ocean's 11 of like top mycologists, microremediation PhDs,
Yes.
biology PhD, chemistry PhD.
Was this more
top
like
diaper
widely
engineer.
like, yes, let's do it, than the other brands? Like, were people,
This was-
anyone, were
this
they
was
more?
the most aligned.
Okay.
Like it was just,
Well, you
it
also
just was
proven
in
yourself
flow.
a bit. Proven.
Yeah,
You
I know,
had a
I
bit
know,
of,
I
like-
know. I had to climb up many, 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 many hills to get to a place where I'm like,
Right.
the alignment was there to be able to learn how to slow down. I learned that from building companies where I was
Yeah.
moving too quickly, learn how to slow down, learn how to listen, learn how to become present. And then all of a sudden in that place, like things just aligned and
move.
just started to move effortlessly.
Yeah.
Raised the money in in literally like 15 seconds. Like I sent one email and everyone was like, I'm in.
I mean,
And
I
it
would
was-
too. It's
it was-
funny because when I hear you say that, I'd be like, I think my self-doubt would creep in. I'm not a scientist. Obviously, this doesn't exist for a reason. That's like that's just such a lie that
It's-
we just believe so often.
It's
I think
such
as women
bullshit.
too.
You know, it's like, it's so true. Nature's had the answers for billions
Yeah.
of years.
Yeah.
We think we are holier than thou than nature. It's been literally like a technology that's been iterating for billions of years.
Yeah, and like
Just-
such a beautiful.
And just like a little nature, like just a little science tidbit, like fungi came to the planet over 1 billion years ago.
Yeah.
About 390 million years ago, trees with carbon backbone were formed and called lignin. The lignin is what allowed for trees to stand up straight.
Right.
And so it took fungi about 70 to 90 million years to figure out how to break down the carbon backbone of trees.
Good for them.
I know.
Talk about
but when
I guess I can get through my
70
day.
to 90 million. So when trees, because before that, when trees would fall,
That
they
was-
would become like plastic of the planet. There was nothing to break it down. So they'd be
Right.
strewn all over the planet, dead trees, and then of course dinosaurs and animals. Also all the dead carcasses, nothing was breaking them down because
Right.
fungi were the first decomposers to break them down. So that's why all of that, the dead trees and animals got compressed, which is what created over millions of years our fossil fuels.
Mhm.
So our fossil fuels comes from dead trees and animals.
Right.
So fungi figured out how to break down the carbon backbone of dead trees and animals like hundreds of millions of years ago.
Gosh.
So where does plastic come from? Fossil fuels.
Right.
Where does fossil fuel come from? Dead trees and animals.
We love a flow chart.
So if fungi can break down trees, they can break down plastic.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
pretty straightforward. It's all carbon based. And so ding, 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 you know?
Right.
And it's like it sounds so obvious now, but we just didn't listen to nature's cues. It's like we know we have the answers. And it turns out 20 years ago, fungi started growing in landfills. And so that's one of the ones that we've harvested and we've tested. We've now looked at thousands of strains of fungi that can break down plastic.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Can't
And
you
now
just take this idea and say, yes, diapers, yes, but
now for every
everything.
100%. So diapers, the reason we started with diapers are 2 reasons. Number 1, it's the number 1 household plastic waste item.
Interesting.
Number 1, each diaper.
I mean,
it's the number 1 household plastic waste item.
Believe this.
Number 3 plastic waste item in a landfill. And like I said, the number of diapers that end up in landfills every year globally could circle the earth 1,500 times.
I'm
100
such
billion
part of the
diapers.
problem.
It is, and the very first disposable diaper is still in a landfill somewhere today. It is insane.
Unacceptable.
Billions and billions. And so what I'm so excited about with HIRO. So first, just to talk about the diaper. This is the first unbleached diaper on the market. It's the very first one.
How does it?
So if you look at it, it's not white. See, so all the diapers are white, and they're like the diaper companies are white equals clean, bleach equals clean, and we're like, no,
I have an
nature.
Airbnb. I do have to buy sheets.
It's like, look at it. It's the only beige, and all the big. They're like, they're never gonna.
That doesn't scare.
I know, but for according to they're like white equals clean. So we're like, no. So feel how soft it is. It's like the softest diaper. It's been in my bag, but it's the softest diaper. But the best part is we spent 4.5 years making this technology, which is not making, just literally like looking at nature and finding.
Mother Nature made it.
Mother Nature made it. We're just here to like serve it to the people and meet people. And so basically you take the whole pouch when you're taking the diaper off the baby, you take the whole pouch, just drop it in, close it, throw it in the trash. That's it. One inspired action in a couple of weeks in the landfill. This is non-toxic culinary grade.
Nice.
It is culinary grade. You can literally eat it. Don't eat it, but you could eat it.
I have to teach my kids mushroom etiquette all the time because
but you could. This is non-toxic culinary grade, and it's not in the diaper.
Yeah,
it comes separately. Eventually, we're going to put the microtechnology in the diaper. But it's safer than the diaper itself.
Yes,
and so we're teaching parents right now how safe it is. It's non-toxic. We have beneficial fungi living inside of us.
Yeah,
without
microbiomes are everywhere.
We have microbiome and a mycobiome. We have a fungi system living inside of us. If we didn't have the mycobiome, we'd be dead.
Right.
If we didn't have a myco system in our world, we'd be dead.
Yeah.
And so this is beneficial, non-toxic culinary grade fungi that are beneficial to the people, but it also can help break down the diaper. So you take the diaper off the baby, so either pee or poop, doesn't matter. You take the whole pouch, don't open it, just drop the whole thing in, close it, throw it in the trash, and that's it. One inspired action. We're asking parents one inspired action. That is all you need to do. And this, we actually buried diaper plastics in my yard. We actually have a video coming out.
I was gonna say, like, do you think people just like need to see it?
And we literally,
that's amazing.
And this is like a few months later. This is like I took a sample of it.
I compost everything.
Yeah,
we have a garden.
And we shredded the diaper plastic. We put it inside my garden. And literally, it's like diaper plastics don't just shred. Like they don't fray like this. You have to cut it. So just so you can see, like this is
so
what
cool.
what was in my garden when we ended up. And we have so many videos on at HIRO diapers on Instagram. You can see like how we have a fish tank study that we did that shows. In literally a fish tank, visually, the diapers getting like taken over by the mushrooms and then returning it to the earth.
I feel like I need to like shout this from the rooftops because I've had so much guilt over how many diapers.
I mean, you have 3 babies.
That's 18,000
diapers.
Would feel it. I would feel it when I would throw it away. And I started looking into you just, when you care, when your eyes are open, you feel
tough.
it, I
know.
And so I'm like, it's such an easy thing to get behind.
So there's 2 things. There's 2 reasons why we didn't go with like reusable diapers or tried. First of all, as we know,
we
it just doesn't work. We just talk about it just doesn't work. And also, just so you know, like the reusable diapers,
they're also
they're also just giant and bulky. So if you actually talk to postnatal physical therapists, they say it actually is not good for baby training for their hips. They actually open them up. They're not good for mobility and for mobility training. And so we looked again. We tried all the different. We looked at every single layer. We were like, we chose this layer for very specific reasons. If you go to HIROdiapers.com, we have a whole
those flowers.
Right? I picked them all from I went to the LA flower market and I literally went myself to pick the flowers.
And I'm like, how did she make this art? Like that. I mean, that's the Midas touch. That's something that comes from presence. That comes from the deep desire to say, I could have this idea. I can change the world, but people
make
need to
art.
care
Yeah.
along the way. And the
Yeah.
only way to do it is by bringing people into the beauty of it. So
Yes.
how to bring people into the beauty of diapers seems like, when you say out loud, a quite impossible task, but it is connecting people to.
Yeah, and we also have a page on our website under the Learn section called "The Truth About Diapers," and you can read. We were very clear about
Yeah.
not putting that toxic blue line. So there's a line that goes from
I
yellow
know.
to
Yeah.
blue.
I remember
That's
as a
called a
new mom just
bromophenol blue line.
Yeah.
Or bromophenol blue, and basically it's
It's
not even allowed in adult cosmetics, let alone baby diapers.
That's crazy.
Baby diapers are so unregulated, and so because of that, they literally, these big diaper companies put that line there to make parents feel guilty to change the diapers faster. It's like a marketing ploy,
I know
so they can
it
go through
well.
more diapers faster, versus what we're doing at HIRO, which I'm so proud of, is that we're teaching parents elimination communication, which is teaching parents how to get your baby out of diapers in between 12 to 18 months instead of 3, 4, 5 years. All these big diaper companies want to keep your baby in diapers and basically like keep them in diapers for 4, 5, 6 years. They're calling it delayed potty training. They have like a whole term called delayed potty training, versus what we're teaching is how to get parents out of their babies out of diapers as fast as possible, saving them thousands of dollars, thousands of like sleepless nights, like frustrated.
No, truly.
Babies don't want to shit themselves.
Yeah.
They don't.
Same.
They just learn to override themselves because the parents have been taught to not listen to the cues.
Yeah.
So it's just simple learning of the cues of your baby, and you become closer to your baby. You learn the cues. And so we're teaching at HIRO what we're calling easy EC. It's an easier frame for elimination communication, which means like every time you're changing the baby, like if the baby poops or pees, you just, as you're changing the diaper, you take the baby and put them on top of the potty, and just they start to learn, oh, whenever I'm changing time, I'm going to go in the potty. And slowly over time, the baby is going to start to potty on the potty. And it's like, but it's going to happen way faster than just letting your baby poop or pee in their diaper. They don't want to do that.
I knew this a year ago.
Right. And so our mission is to solve the global plastic crisis, but we also want to meet parents where they are with the number one household plastic waste item, a baby diaper. So we chose like the hardest thing to go into, because we really wanted to show parents that, hey, we're going to meet where you are. We're going to offer you a disposable product, but we're going to teach you how to use the fewest number of them to get you out of diapers. And even when you're using them, we're going to teach you how to use the fewest number of them while you're still in them.
Right.
So it's a very counterintuitive thing.
It's not profit forward. It's not revenue driven. It's culture changing. And I think that is, again, it's hard to teach. You can't get someone to care if they don't care. You can't get someone to not just see dollar signs. And we have so much work to do to dismantle that.
It's like all the investors, like, investing in only companies that are recurring revenue. What kind of more disposable products can I? Oh, if you don't have a disposable product that you're constantly replenishing, then I'm not. It's called a consumable. If you don't have a consumable and consume, I'm not investing in your company. And so for us, go fuck yourself. Later, don't want you.
Bye.
Bye.
Sorry, I'm trying to protect your grandkids, but
exactly. It's like the second reason why we're choosing to work with parents first and choosing diapers beyond it being the number one household plastic waste item is that it is one of the acupuncture points of change in a person's life. You're going from maiden to mother. You're going from bachelor to father. It is a one-way doorway. You're never coming back. And
thank God.
It is an acupuncture point of change where you go from an I, me consciousness, selfie, into an us, we consciousness. Into a consciousness where you're like, oh, wait a minute. What is my baby wearing? What is my baby eating? What world is my baby growing up into? And I still find that to be still toxic individualism mentality of just like, first it's I, me, that it's my single family, my family, my me, my family, my family. But if your ecosystem is unwell, that your family and babies are growing up in, i.e. trash everywhere, the 91% of plastic is not even is not recycled. So the whole recycling model is complete bullshit.
I went down a rabbit hole.
91% of plastic is not being recycled. It's being put in our landfills, in our oceans, incinerated, or being mismanaged. That mismanaged plastic is making its way into our brains, our bloodstream, and our baby's umbilical cords, our reproductive organs. It is disrupting our endocrine system. It is for real like our problem now.
It's
For us to be able to
poison,
throw it away, it's like, where's away? Like, I'm just going to go through all these diapers because I'm so tired. Not taking the one inspired action to understand what a regenerative cycle principle looks like is
Right.
so myopically short-sighted. You want your baby to be healthy and grow up in a happy environment. You start thinking as an ecosystem consciousness,
Right.
not as an individual consciousness or even single family consciousness. That is not going to help your baby. There's only 40 harvests left of our soil. By 2050, there'll be more plastic in the ocean than fish. I mean, these stats are alarming. I went to the Amazon rainforest twice, once 2 years ago, and once I just got back 2 weeks ago.
Mhm.
And I was with the indigenous people, and they are so terrified. They have fear in their eyes. They have they have desperation in their eyes. I sat with the indigenous leaders at Chief Ninawa, Chief Minari, from the Amazon rainforest, and they're just like, we need you. We need the beneficial humans who are going to work with the us to save the rainforest, or we're all dead.
Yeah.
Like, we are the ones that's going to be extinct, not the planet.
Right.
The planet is going to spit us out. Like, when I think about us having a fever, when we have a fever, our body's temperature goes up, and then to kill off the viruses.
Right.
The planet's global warming is warming to kill off the viruses, humans who are toxic to our world, and they're gonna spit you out, spit everyone out, and then only support and serve those who are beneficial, like the beneficial fungi.
Yeah.
There's just like our bodies, we take probiotics now. We want good bacteria in our bodies. Bad bacteria, we snuff out.
Right.
Same thing. We want good human bacteria on the planet. We're going to all the bad ones are just going to die off.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's that, like, are we going to become beneficial to the planet, or are we not?
Right.
And we need the entire human species to come together and not pass the buck to the next generation, not just assume someone else is going to do it, not think the government's going to do it. It's every single one of our inspired actions that is going to make the change. We cannot pass the buck. It starts with small things. One is looking at regenerative products, reducing your consumption, not having to buy so much shit. Oh, Amazon, blah, 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 constantly. Only buy what is absolutely necessary. The rest of it can be filled with laughter, with imagination, with play, with going in nature, with fun, with with other. You don't need stuff.
Right.
You know, you don't need stuff.
The kids are still going to play with the paper box. They're still going to climb trees.
You need the bare minimum.
Right.
Yes, like I said, you need essentials. Like diapers, I call them essentials. Otherwise, there's just shit everywhere. You don't want shit everywhere. You want to catch the poop, And you want to teach them and get them out as fast as possible and learn how to listen to the cues and get them out as fast as possible. So one of the things that where I'm so excited about at HIRO is we're shifting this whole reduce, reuse, recycle model. Reduce, reuse, recycle. Recycling is a hoax. Like I said, 91% is not recycled.
Right.
Reusing, washing, it still requires so much energy, So we shifted it from reduce, reuse, recycle to reduce, regenerate. Reduce, regenerate. Reduce your consumption.
And regenerate.
And use regenerative products that actually regenerate. What's the life cycle? What's the end of life of the products that you're using? Don't buy those squeeze packs. They're going to end up in landfills for hundreds of years.
Right.
Get a grinder that you can literally carry in a little baggie. You can grind all of your grown-up food and give it to your baby.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Just grind all your food, give it to your baby. You can give any one of your baby food, your adult food, ground to your baby. You want cleaning products? Don't buy. Letterally, just get apple cider, or vinegar, ACV, and essential oils. You mix it together, and you have your cleaning product, and it's in a can, in like a metal can, and you're done. Like, you just don't need a lot of stuff.
It's so hard though truly, like, this is trying to knock someone out of consumerism.
The only consumer should be the fungi.
Right.
We should be stewards. Like, we're changing all the language at HIRO as well. It's like we're removing all the battle language. Crush it, slay it, chief executive officer. Like, we replaced all that with chief steward. We're replacing words instead of crush it, cultivate.
Right.
Using nature
it starts
terms.
With the feelings that you're bringing.
It's the language we're bringing to it. It matters. Versus, like consume. It's like, no, we are stewards.
Generate.
We're gonna use we are regenerators. We're stewards. We're gonna steward the planet with the right products, and the only consumer are those who are going to return it back to the earth.
Right.
Are the fungi. That's the only ones that should be consuming here.
It's really, really key to find that language in, in the classic marketing world. because you've been known for doing some like cool guerrilla marketing campaigns. Like you kind of, it's the same thing we were talking about. You have to first make it a little uncomfortable so you have their attention.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
trying to get someone to question their narrative, their beliefs, their ethos is so touchy. And again, I don't think we move through the world like that.
It's so touchy. But this is the entire thesis
Right.
that I came up starting with my restaurants to then THINX, to TUSHY, now HIRO, that changes culture. First is having a best-in-class product. The product has to be the best, the tastiest pizza, the best underwear, the best bidet, the best diaper, like unbleached.
Which is actually like a really, really, really hard step.
Yeah.
Step one.
But it does have to be the best-in-class product that actually makes you want to buy something better. It's the better product.
Yep.
It's baseline, but still not enough to change hearts and minds in an expeditious way. Second part is artful. Across every touch point of your brand.
Yeah.
It has to be high art because it has to inspire. When you go to a museum or you watch art, you're like, oh, it took my breath away.
The UX of life, truly.
Yes.
Yeah.
It matters. It matters when you find
about everything from like, I mean, I would obsess over I got these like biodegradable tags for my kids' hats and they had seeds in them. And so that you can rip a tag off and plant it because I'm just obsessing over. But it's so fun.
It's so good.
Fun.
It's so
good. But you're
good.
right.
Exactly. So beauty is so important in changing hearts and minds. Because what happens is when you're like, oh, you're talking about, it's like, oh, that's so beautiful. And then you're leaning in. Then you're like, oh, she's talking about poop. But you're already leaning.
Yeah, you're in.
You're already in.
Yeah.
And so then the next piece, so there's best-in-class product, artful. So you've leaned in from the art.
Right.
You've leaned in best-in-class. And then the language, texting like your best friend.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's talking to me. Like I feel like she's talking to me.
I would love to see you and your sister's text threads. Actually,
it's so funny. But it's like it's another like leaning forward.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you're talking about periods, but I already in.
Right.
And so once you're in, because it's artful, it's talking to me like you're not. It's not technical, medical, academic, clinical. It's like it's honest. It's authentic. It's human to human. It's just like, this is what's true. This is what's happening. Let me just give you the thing from my heart. This is what's happening.
Right.
You know? And so just doing that, those 3-prong, feels pretty straightforward. Look at every diaper company. They're so ugly. They're terrible. I know. You know? And it's like, is
that baby Elmo?
It's like, so it's like, let us make art and inspire change. You're not shaming people for change. You're not trying to like make people feel bad.
Right.
We give people facts. We call it education, edutainment.
Yeah.
We want to educate people. People need to know that 91% of plastic is not being recycled. People need to know that every baby goes through 6,000 diapers that take 400 years to break down. Everyone needs to know that we're killing 15 million trees per year to make toilet paper. People need to know the facts.
Right.
But how we deliver that can be really artful. How we deliver a new change.
Too. Like winsome, playful, artful, because I think I've realized just in my personality, because I'm like, I don't do small talk, I dive right in, all those things. I realize that people are really craving that. And so that's the advantage I think we have is people want their script to be broken. People don't, when you say, how are you? And then someone, and I never respond with good. I think everyone here knows that. Is like people do crave that realness, and so we can meet that moment, and we can find ways to, okay, you want to meet that moment.
100.
Let's do it with diapers or periods or bidets. I mean, it feels like an opportunity. It's such an opportunity.
Yeah, it's to me the only way forward, like in a true lasting way, is inspiring change.
Right.
It's not forcing it. It's not, and let's be honest, we've all tried the forcing thing. It doesn't work. It doesn't. And it works it works short term. It's like, this is why, like, if you follow my Instagram at Miki Agrawal, I've been starting to talk a lot about soft power, this new frame of what I call exponential growth and exponential impact. And it's a frame that literally takes us out of the old paradigm of trauma scale. More equals better. Just like overriding yourself, just like elbowing your way to the top. This like old paradigm of business consciousness into a new paradigm of soft power,
Hmm.
nature paradigm. Nature, when you walk into nature, it can literally kill you with a sneeze if she wants to.
Yeah.
But she chooses to hug you, to hold you, to be a place of deep presence, of listening, of giving and giving and giving.
Yeah.
Giving and giving. And we just take and take and extract and extract and
That
take.
book, Giving Tree.
Right. Exactly. It's just like,
And
how much
nature's
more?
a stump, and then he sits on it, and it's I love that the kids love it, but I don't think they understand the profound message there, which is that we will keep taking because it's in our nature
until we're dead.
Until we're dead.
Until we're dead. It's not the planet. People are like, save the planet. No, save yourself. Do you want to, my baby, my baby, my baby. Do you really care about your baby?
Right.
Care about your ecosystem.
Right.
And we're going to teach it to you with the most amount of love and fun.
Yeah.
And we're part of joining the hero's journey. If you're a new parent or expecting parent and you join our hero's journey,
oh, I like that.
we're going to teach you how to become an eco-forward parent leader. So by the time your baby's out of diapers, you're going to be able to continue this paradigm of eco-conscious parent leader. We're calling it the new paradigm parent. So and the new paradigm parent is teaching you how to become an eco-forward parent leader in your community, starting with your community of your household, and then into your community where you get to teach people the simple, little, easy ways to reduce and regenerate to get baby out of diapers as fast as possible.
Right. It's like getting to the core. It's not a product. It's a concept. It's a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a change. And I think that's not a lot of products can say, here's a product. Actually, let's take a step back. Let's address the thing right before it, which is a behavior that you're habituated to. I think that's unique to this. It's not unique to humanity. We should be looking at the root cause of everything, but you're right that we move so fast and we scroll short form content and our brains are losing a bit of that elasticity.
No, we have a lower attention span than goldfish. Under 8 seconds.
So bad.
It's terrible. It's like less than 6. It's like 3 seconds.
It's so frightening. And so, I mean, I feel so inspired because we got to just sit down face to face and just like get into it. And that's what I just wish people did. Just experience that. And
this is how we're building HIRO. Like yesterday we had an event. We gathered all the birth workers of New York City, like all the top birth workers in New York City. And we brought them to my restaurant, fed them pizza and just like shared the HIRO story. And we now have all of these brand ambassadors. Ricky Lake was there, the founder of Carriage House, the founder of Boober.
Ricky Lake is like formative to my millennial.
She's my everything. I love her so much. Ricky and Abby Epstein, who made the movie The Business of Being Born. I mean, it's a movie that every single person should watch.
Done. I mean,
I cannot
that
recommend
movie
it enough.
Very profound.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? And so they're ambassadors. Like we're building like real women in the work, in the world, the birth workers who are doing the work, mothers who are doing the work, who are really interested in becoming eco-forward parent leaders. They're our ambassadors. And so anyone here listening who wants to become a HIRO ambassador and literally like share this mycelial message of change, one inspired action, you can just go to join.hirodiapers.com and you can join us. And every person you bring in our subscription, you'll get 3% per month for the whole year. Most ambassadors get one time a little thing, but we want everyone to be part of the HIRO's journey with us, including our ambassadors. So those who share the HIRO message, if you want to join and really, really feel resonant with this message of nature healing nature, where babies save the world,
I always knew
parents literally can be the stewards for this next generation in a way that's truly ecosystem led, then we hope that you share this message far and wide. We hope that you join our HIRO's journey. We hope that you join and become an ambassador. And yeah, that's like the most important thing.
Yeah. I'm so grateful. I'm just grateful for the courage that you had to tackle these things for the good of my babies. So I guess from mom to mom, like thanks for caring about my sweet boys and their world and their baby's world.
And this is also, just to be clear, like I'm not trying to vilify plastic. There's plastic on this mic. There's plastic on our computers. There's plastic on our phones.
But to be clear, you did not want plastic spoon. So
yeah,
you're living. I know.
We don't
authenticity.
We don't want single use plastics.
Yeah,
like as much as possible. Like we just want to minimize, again, like as little as possible. Yeah. But our computers, our phones, our medical system, our planes, our cars, it's all made with plastic. And
it's funny when you can't unsee it after you see it.
Right.
Truly.
And so we need it. So I'm not vilifying it. I'm just saying like we need to come up with an end of life plan for all this plastic that we're using. And we need to really, really just eliminate our consumption
Yeah.
of unnecessary single-use products. Like we can bring a bag to the grocery store.
Yes.
We can bring a water bottle. We do not
Those are
need
easy ones.
It's just basic stuff. We get a composter machine at home and literally 24% of all landfill waste is food waste. All of that can just be
so weird to me.
composted.
Just compost it.
It's just compost it.
have a
It's
garden.
so simple.
Live your life.
And even in New York City, you can literally like get a electric composter and just put the little dirt back in your tree, like outside your house or whatever. It's like, I'm telling you, like it is so easy to make these small changes, but they add up fast, and we just cannot pass the buck anymore. It's on all of us, and it's like it's a hero's journey that we get to take together.
Yeah,
you know. And again, this fungi, like this is our 1.0, our first iteration of shelf stable and scalable fungi that can break down plastic. We are on the hero's journey too. It's going to keep getting better in every condition. It's going to keep learning and growing, just like we all learn and grow. This is just the beginning, and we're just on this mission, and we just want as many people on this mission with us.
We're coming.
Okay,
we're coming.
great.
I'm so excited for people that haven't heard this. I knew of it, but again, diapers have been my world. So
I mean, 3 babies. Good for you. 3 sons.
Just
that food bill must be.
It's wild.
Yeah.
My whole life is wild.
Just like a lot of pasta dinners.
Gosh,
big spoons.
We're gluten-free, baby. So
gluten-free pasta.
It's just, you have to tell me your favorite one. But I feel inspired. And I think if more people can just sit, first, if more people can go for walks, and then if more people can sit and allow themselves the vulnerability to be inspired and to question their everyday motions and thoughts and habits, we could start there. It's almost like, let's take it one step back. Just get curious.
And just touch your feet back to earth. It's so important.
My 2-year-old grounding. He runs outside barefoot, grounding, because we ground.
Of course.
We have to ground.
I love that he knows that word.
Of course. I mean, it's just
good
like
for you, Mom.
We got
Good
this.
job.
We just got it.
I love
it's so cute, and my husband giggles because some people might say, "You're making them weird," but I'm like, I'm making them normal. Really, it's like bringing them back to their equilibrium in so many ways.
Grounding.
Yeah, it's so cute.
I love that.
I'll show you a video of it.
Oh my God, it's so good.
But yeah, I'm so grateful. I mean, just in this space, your books tell us everywhere we can find your brain and your psyche.
My first book, Do Cool Shit. It's about, quitting your day job, starting your own business, live happily ever after.
It's because I think you're like made to not have a boss.
I know, I'm a terrible employee. And then Disrupt Her. It's really a manifesto for the modern human, even if it says modern women. It's really for anyone who wants to disrupt every area in their life, from money to, career to relationship to friendship to everything, every major area in your life. It's like, can you look at it from a fresh lens, and how do you do that? And then check out Hello Tushy. .com to wash your butt. It'll change your life. It will change your life. Life before Tushy, life after Tushy. Wash your butt, people. Like, stop killing trees and wash your butt. And then HIRO, HIROdiapers.com, HIRO diapers. If you want to follow our hero's journey, go to @HIROdiapers. It's a beautiful, fun, like worthy journey to follow. I think it's like, I'm inspired by my team, my scientists who are working every day to help solve this problem, this great global plastic crisis that we're all in. And if you want to learn about soft power and follow my journey as I kind of, build this project and start to share more about regenerative entrepreneurship, social entrepreneurship, and soft power, check out @Miki Agrawal.
No brainer. We're so lucky to have you in this world.
Thank you.